Honorable members, let us now come to item number 4, election of the Deputy Speaker. Honorable members are aware that the post of Deputy Speaker has been lying vacant for some time, and therefore, in accordance with Rule 8, subsection 5 of the Rules of Procedure and Conduct of Business in the Nagaland Legislative Assembly, election of the Deputy Speaker has been scheduled for today, the 19th of March 2022. In this connection, I have received one nomination paper filed in favor of Shri Yangseo Sangtam, proposed by Honorable Member Shri Tobuka Sukalu and seconded by Honorable Member Shri H. Hain. Since there is only one nomination filed and accepted, I declare Shri Yangseo Sangtam elected as the Deputy Speaker of the Nagaland Legislative Assembly, unopposed and unanimous. I congratulate him on his election. Now the Commissioner and Secretary of the Nagaland Legislative Assembly will conduct the Deputy Speaker to his seat.
Thank you.
The leader of the House and also the leader of the NPF Legislature Party may like to offer felicitations to Shri Yangseo Sangtam on his election as the Deputy Speaker. Honorable Leader of the House may felicitate now.
Speaker Sir, I rise to felicitate Shri Yangseo Sangtam, the Honorable Friendly, on his election as the Deputy Speaker of the Nagaland Legislative Assembly today, unopposed. In the kind of parliamentary democracy we have in our country, the state government represented by the Council of Ministers is answerable to the state legislative assembly. This is done through the assembly questions, motions, and debates, etc. In the floor of the assembly and also through various house committees. All this business are conducted under the control and superintendence of the Speaker or the Deputy Speaker. The effectiveness of these various mechanisms largely depends on the smooth functioning of the Assembly, which in turn depend on the way the business of the House and its various committees are conducted by the Speaker or the Deputy Speaker. Therefore, the Speaker and the Deputy Speaker play a very important roles in the functioning of a parliamentary democracy. Although relatively young in age and the newest member of this House, Shri Yangseo Sangtam has had good experience as a leader of various students' unions and political and non-political organizations. He had served as president of Kiperi Village Students' Union in a young tender age for 5 years, and he also serving as the General Secretary of the J.P. Narayan Memorial Trust, Nagaland, since 2018. Shri Yangseo Sangtam began his political career as Vice President, Youth of the NPF Party during 2002 to 2005. He had also gained considerable knowledge of functioning of the government by working as private secretary to 2 parliamentary secretaries for a combined period of for about 7 years. After this, he served as President Yuva of GDU party in 2018 and also contested State Assembly election held in 2018 on GDU ticket. Later on, he joined BJP in 2019 and became of the State Executive Committee of the party. Then he contested successfully as independent candidate in a by-election of the 60 Pongro Keferi AC held on 3rd November 2020 and became a member of the 13th Nagaland Legislative Assembly. Sir, on personal note, I find Sri Yangseo Sangtam as a good, matured person with a pleasing and vibrant personality. This, together with his vast experience in the field of public service, will stand him in good stead with discharging duties of the Deputy Commissioner of this House. Sri Yangseo, being a youthful and intelligent person, I have no doubt that he will learn the rules and procedures of this House, as well as the intricacies of conducting a House session in no time, and become a good Deputy Speaker. And I'm sure, and I can say that political career beginning with a Deputy Speaker is a very good beginning, and I hope this will build up his future career. And Nagaland Legislative Assembly has a good tradition of orderly, dignified conduct of business in the House. I hope, under the able leadership of Speaker and the Deputy Speaker, this House will continue to maintain this good and noble tradition of maintaining proper decorum in the House even in times to come. As leader of this House, I congratulate and facilitate that T. Yangseo Sangtam on his election to the office of the Deputy Speaker of this House and assured him of our wholehearted cooperation in the discharge of his duties. Thank you, sir.
Mr. Speaker, sir, and honorable members, I'm indeed very grateful to all the members of this August House for having me elected unopposed to the most dignified post of the Deputy Speaker. I'm extremely thankful to our Honorable Chief Minister and the leader of the NBF Legislative Party and the UDA Chairman for the felicitation and good wishes extended to me, and also for assuring full cooperation. The responsibility you have reposed on me today is a solemn task which cannot be fulfilled with a full cooperation and assistance from all of you. It is therefore my earnest appeal to all of you to extend full cooperation, and with this, I'm confident that I will be able to discharge my duties as expected of me in a dignified manner. On my part, I shall sincerely strive to sustain the high tradition of decorum, decency, and dignity that Nagaland Legislative Assembly has its rich tradition. It shall also be my endeavor to treat all the members on equally footing. I'm hopeful that the demands of the duty will be made lighter by the active cooperation and all the honorable members. I once again sincerely thank you all for giving me this honor. I thank you, sir.
I'd like to congratulate Mr. T. Yangseo Sangtam on being elected unopposed as Deputy Speaker of the Nagaland Legislative Assembly. I wish him the very best in dispensation of his duties towards the Assembly Secretariat and importantly towards the people of his constituency, that is the 60 Punggol Free Assembly constituency. I also look forward to work together for the betterment of the decorum of the House. Now, honorable members, with that we come to the end of item number 4. We come to now item number 5, motion of thanks on the governor's address. As just mentioned, the motion is moved, and any amendments, if any, on the motion of thanks shall be received till 4 p.m. today, the 19th of March, 2022.